Some water. Oh, it's a big long stretch of water right along the edge. What do you think it might be? The beach. Yeah. And then just because the story does include Foxton, but it does go a little bit further, we might need a little bit more grass out this way, but hopefully Mrs. Witter's camera will be able to catch it all. Okay, so the story that we're going to learn about is about a taniwha, and this taniwha is very special to many people. Many people in Foxton, many people in Palmerston North or Papaioia, and many people all the way to Dannyburg. You know that place really well, don't you, Mrs. Wada?
Sure do.
And because so many people know this pūrākau, there's lots of different ways of telling the story. And it doesn't make any one story more right than the other, because often the story about, or the version of the story from where you're from is right for you because it tells the story about your place. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so I've got a little heart here, and this here shows that this story, this pūrākau, is a bit of a taonga. Does anyone know what a taonga is? What's a taonga?
Is it like a type of necklace?
Oh.
Some people wear like you?
Yeah, so we do call these a taonga. This is made of pounamu, but there's all sorts of different type of taonga. What's the taonga?
It's a Māori word for treasure.
It is, and this pūrākau is a treasure. Okay, it's really special, and we need to take very good care of it. Now I've got lots of other things because in our story that's mostly based in Papaioia. What's Papaioia? Palmerston North. There is a mighty awa. What's our awa called?
River.
It's the Manawatu River. Do you mind stretching that one out a little bit? And my awa is quite long. I think in other times I've made our story go a little bit longer, but we won't go too long because we want to try and capture it in our thing here. Okay, so where are we starting? So the people of Rangitane are who we're talking about today. And the people of Rangitane are from Papaioia, from Palmerston North. Well, there's actually another group of Rangitane which are from over the other side, but today we're just talking about the Rangitane people of Papaioia. And they lived in a little village called Taikoria. I'll put that over there. These little name tags help fight even remember all of the different names. So, our people, and I just realised I've left my other little people in my bag, but that's okay. Our people here, so they lived in this village, Taikoria, and there was one rangatira called Hai Tapunui. He was the chief. He was one of the chiefs of the place, and this is his name here, Hai Tapunui. Okay, can you see that? Hai Tapunui. Can you say that? Hai Tapunui. Yeah, and he's pretty important to this story actually, Hai Tapunui. Now the people of Taikoria, they used to go out and get lots of kai. What kind of kai do you think that they might have got? Oh, did someone say tuna? Yes, they did go off and get tuna from all of the different rivers and streams that went off the Manawatu River. That one's not long enough. I need a longer awa, please. Whereabouts? There you go. This is a nice long one. So this river is the Orowa River. Does anybody know kind of where that is? Because there is a place called Orowa over behind Kairanga, out that way. Yeah. So this Orowa River is where lots of their people went and found tuna, and they also went in the Manawatu Awa, and some of them even went out to Foxton and out to the beach, to the Moana, to do some collecting of some kai. Now, on this particular day when they all went out, some went this way, some went that way, well, Hai Tapunui, he decided to go to a different spot and see what he could find. Okay, when he got there, he put his fishing rod in, his hinaki or his harakeke rope, and he put it in, and he hoped that he would catch a really cool fish, and he did. It was a kind of fish that nobody had ever seen before. Now it does look like that, but he pulled it up and he thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. So he took it back to his village, and he showed all the people, and he realised that this was a fish that nobody had ever seen before, and that he might look after it as a mokai, as a pet. Yeah, and he took very good care of it. In fact, he learned that his mokai only liked eating tuna, but not the whole tuna, only its yummy body, didn't like the heads. So he'd get rid of the heads and only give him the best bits of the tuna. He was a very spoilt mokai. Does anyone have any spoilt pets at their house? Yeah, cool. So you know what it's like to look after a pet. You love them and you want to take good care of them and you give them anything they want. Well, this mokai got the very best treatment from Haitapunui. Okay, so there came a time when all of the villagers, they had to go off and they had to go and collect some more kai for the season that was about to come up. They needed to go and get some more kai for the village. So off they went. But who was going to look after the village? Who was going to look after Whangamokopuna? Anyone got any ideas? Yeah. Who's going to look after him though? If all of the chiefs and the adults went off looking for some more kai, some food, what do you reckon?
No.
Nobody. Somebody had to feed him. Somebody had to look after him.
He hunted himself.
No. In fact, he left behind the elders and where's my other person? Oh, it's gone. Okay. Oh, here it is. There's one. So he left behind some of the elders and the children. Okay. The children were in charge of looking after Whangamokopuna. Now, every day they had to feed him, and the first day they fed him exactly how they were supposed to. But by the second day, after they went and caught some tuna in their hinaki, do you know what a hinaki is? This kind of looks like a kete, but a hinaki is a special net made out of harakeke flax that they would put in the river, and they would scoop it along, and what would get caught in there? Tuna. And have a look, they caught some tuna and they brought it back to Whangamokopuna, but being children and being a bit greedy, they decided that actually they wanted the best bits of the tuna to themselves. So what did they feed Whangamokopuna? The heads. Can I come over here and you can break off the heads and feed them to Whangamokopuna. Yep, that's it. Yep, leave that there for him. Maybe we'll give him the heads on those ones too, because the kids really want that other stuff, the best parts. Yep, that's it. So Whangamokopuna, poor thing's got all the fish heads, the tuna heads, and then the village people, the kids, they ate all the best bits. Did Whangamokopuna like that? No. Not at all. He was enraged. He was angry. He really wanted the special bits because that's what he was used to getting, and that was what Haitapunui had taught him that he deserved. So Whangamokopuna, in his rage, he ate one of the children. He was so upset about it. Now, what do you think happened when the adults got back? The adults got back and
they realised that there was a child missing.
They realised that there was a child missing. And so when they went hunting, they went looking, they couldn't find him anywhere. The children, of course, didn't want to say that that's what had happened because they knew that they would get into trouble for not looking after Whangamokopuna the way that he needed to be looked after. They didn't do their job very well. Then once they realised that Whangamokopuna and what he had done, Haitapunui knew he had to talk to his special mokai. Now, only Haitapunui could talk to him. So Haitapunui asked him what had happened, and of course Whangamokopuna had told him, unfortunately, we can't have you here anymore if you're going to do that to the children, so you need to go. Whangamokopuna was really unhappy about this, but he knew that he'd done wrong and that's what he had to do. So Whangamokopuna left the village of Taikoria and his mate Haitapunui, and off he went. Along the way, he came across lots of other places that we know right now. Let's see. We know that pa. Oh, yeah, this is where my little rocks. 1 second. You know the pa that's just down by Ahimati Park? Yeah, we did go there, that's right. Yep, so he came past the pa and he kept travelling along. He kept travelling all the way until he came across these big, for him, they were like big maunga. Anyone know what they are called? Who thinks they might know what the big maunga are that he came across? Yeah? Maunga are mountains, yeah? Does anyone know what they might be called? We see them probably any time we look over that way, even to this day. The Tararua Ranges. Anything else? Tararua me Ruahine. Aye, so the Tararua me Ruahine Ranges. He went along there, and what do you think he spotted when he was in the middle? Does anybody know what's in the middle of the Ruahine Ranges? No, he is the taniwha. What do you think he saw? Does anyone know what's in the middle there? Does anybody know about the special?
Is there
a like rapids? I have. It does get a little bit kind of rapidy in there. I'm going to put it this way because the water kind of goes that way. There is a special rock. Here's a special rock here. There's a special rock in the middle, and some call it Te Ahuaturanga. And this rock is really special and there's lots of stories around it and how it never is covered over by the water, no matter how ragey or how full the river gets. Yes,
Has anybody ever tried to steal it?
Oh, it's definitely attached. You probably couldn't get it up. It's just pretty heavy and special. It's not a piece of it, but it is a very special looking rock, hence why I thought this would be the perfect symbol for Te Ahuaturanga. Now, Whangamokopuna, before he went through, looked back at where he'd come from, and he knew that he although he'd loved to stay with Haitapunui, unfortunately he couldn't stay there anymore because of what he did. So he kept on travelling through here, and he came across a special little cave. Now I'll see if I can make this cave again. Put him over here maybe. Okay, and this cave could only be opened with a special karakia. Whangamokopuna being the spiritual being that he was, he knew the karakia, so he said it, the special door opened up, and in there he stayed, and he waited in there overnight to think about what to do next. Hands up if you think he should go back. Hands up if you think he should keep going. Yeah. And do you know what? Whangamokopuna agreed with everybody in here who put their hand up. He knew that he just couldn't go back, but he had to keep going. So, if we keep going this way, Mrs. Widdett, is that okay? Yep. We can still fit. So he travelled on, and as he travelled on, he came across. Oh, I didn't. I've kind of skipped past lots of my names here, but that's okay. He came across. Who knows what this says? Danny Burke. So Danny Burke sits over here, and that's right. And he carried on past Te Waha o Te Kuri, that's where his cave was, which is still there now to this day. And he kept going all the way through to Whangai Range. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, maybe.
You've been there? I actually went there not long ago, and on the other side of Whangai Range is a really cool waterfall. But anyway, Whangai Range is where he eventually went and he settled, and he stayed there for a great amount of time, and that is where he stayed from then on. He decided to reside there. Now, to this very day, it got named Whangai Range, and we call it that right now. And who knows why they might have called it Whangai Range if that is where Whangamokopuna lives. What do you reckon? Yeah?
They named it after him.
Yeah, it's a little special memory that Whangamokopuna, that is where he lives.
That's when he passed still alive.
Well, some people might think that he is still there. In fact, you might even have noticed this. Sometimes when you travel, when people from Rangitane travel over to Dannevirke, especially in the morning, you see a cloud of mist over the awa and over the ranges. Has anybody ever seen that before? I have. Yeah. And some say that now that is Whangamokopuna crying for his people that he had to leave behind in Rangitane. It's a way of mentioning and reminding Rangitane of the special connection that they have with Whangamokopuna. Okay? Yes.
So is the pit pretty close to go to the Tananua Ranges?
So did the pet go through the Tananua Ranges? Was that your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this here is the gorge. This here is the gorge that we call, and the area we call Te Apiti. Yeah. At the moment, if we were to do this map how it is now, there would be this really cool road that kind of goes across over here that you drive over. Yeah.
It's new now.
But that wasn't here back then when Whangamokopuna was around. Okay. Yes.
I have a question. So I think the pit has to be very big because so the pit has to be